Now that
Very
we're done
sad.
with that and Noob is in the greatest of headspaces, let's move on to reviews.
Let's just go.
Let's go already! Eat my shiny metal ass!
Unfortunately, Doc, I don't think the bear had insurance.
I will be
But
having a
considering-
memorial for the bear.
Consider that was in Alaska. They probably did have bear insurance. You have to up in
You
places
think so?
like that. Oh, absolutely.
Do you think the plane had bear insurance, or did the bear have insurance to pay for its babies?
Mr. Snicker Kittens, the bear that I've named.
Snickerkins.
Snicker Kittens. We'll have a memorial on Sunday, December 30th.
For Snicker.
So all you want to do is
Yes.
let's get one out of the way real fast. I caught one on Showtime. It's called Moonbase 8. I watched one episode and
going
I'm
there.
not watching anymore. That's it.
Oh,
It has Tim Heidecker, and it has
John C. Reilly?
John C. Reilly, and it has Fred
That guy
Armisen.
from
You would think this was
Portlandia.
funny.
And it wasn't. The first episode
Wow.
the first episode had a Super Bowl champion on it.
Tom Brady?
No. What's
Aaron Rodgers.
what's our Philly guy who was screaming like a nut
Nick
job?
Foles.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, the guy with the beard?
Yeah, with a beard.
Oh,
Jason Kelsey.
Yes.
yeah, Jason
his brother.
Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey.
Yes, Travis Kelsey was in the first episode.
Who's on the Redskins?
Yeah.
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Chief.
Redskins,
Oh my God, I
don't
said
be racist.
Redskins. Oh my God, I've
We're
been canceled.
canceled.
I have to go
We're
home.
canceled.
So
I have to
yes.
leave.
Racist.
I've been
Yeah,
canceled.
he's on the Washington football team, but he was on the first
Sorry,
episode.
I can't believe I said that. I apologize to the entire First Nation. I'm sorry.
yeah.
The Washington football team.
Yeah, so
I can't believe I
anyway,
said that.
Just like that, this show was no good. I watched one episode. John C. Reilly's pretty much playing his character from Talladega Nights. It wasn't good. It just, it wasn't funny. A lot of missed jokes, and after one episode, I couldn't keep going. Normally, I'll give it 2 to 3 to see if it saves. This one could not save it. It was very much disappointing.
I really like Tim Heidecker, and I really like John C. Reilly.
Should
and
I
they
give
couldn't make
some
it funny.
serious info just for the viewers?
Sure, give a little bit.
Okay, so set in the isolated desert of Winslow, Arizona, at NASA's Moonbase simulator, Moonbase 8 follows eager astronauts Skip, Rook, and their leader Cap to their attempt to qualify for their first lunar mission. And that's all I care to read.
Fucking thing sucks!
Although, in a rare turn of events, the tomato meter and the audience score is the same.
They both say 61%. Isn't that a fail? 61%?
Pretty much.
That seems like a
It's
fail
like
to me.
semi-fail.
There were some people I'm sure that enjoyed it. Some people that find his comedy still funny, but yeah, this was a miss. This show's a miss.
The critic consensus, despite a talented centric trio and few great moments, Moonbase 8's portrait of monotonous mediocrity may be too low-key for some viewers to achieve comedic liftoff. Though that may be exactly the point. So they were trying to be not funny?
I would say that they are all absurdist comedians, so maybe it was trying to be absurd and mediocre, but I don't know.
They were trying to be. That's what they were going for. It just fell flat. It just much like
What we need.
much like Kelsey in the first episode, it died.
What we need is the truth.
We need some
to
truth.
seek it. So let's do some truth seekers, whatever the fuck that is.
All right, we'll jump over to that. This
Truth Seekers.
This was what, Amazon Prime, correct?
Prime.
Sure.
Yes. Amazon Prime featuring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost
Nikki
again.
Frost.
Again.
So I'm
And it was actually not starring Simon Pegg.
So
Like, mainly starring.
I'm gonna go off of what our title card said, and had posted the question: is this a sleeper hit? And I'm gonna say it is. It was terribly advertised. The trailers did not do it any justice. But once you started watching this and got into it, I thought this was a win. A very good show.
I don't know if I would say it's very good. I think I got 6 episodes in. While it has a really great cast, Malcolm McDowell, Nick Frost, Simon Pegg, and some others. It's very British. The humor's very British. So there was points where I'm like, I don't know if I'm willing to laugh at this.
I do get that.
It's not bad,
I do
though.
get that.
It's definitely a good background
if you're
show.
If you're not a huge fan of British humor, there is some things going to be lost on you, but I still think that this is, even if you're not a huge fan of British humor, you'll still enjoy the show.
I think they're going to redo it as an American show and make it funnier, but that's just me.
Like The Office.
Yeah, it's kind of like The Office. What is it? 8 episodes.
10 episodes.
And it's basically a the paranormal investigators. There's doesn't really seem to be an overarching plot. There was one character though that I wanted to point out that was from the Mighty Boosh. If you could go to cast and crew, please, and let me see.
There actually does turn out to be an overarching storyline through this. If you stayed through the end of it, you would see that, and they do have a very interesting twist at the end of the last episode to lead into a very fun season 2. The problem with this show was absolutely the way they tried to tease it. When you're watching the trailers and stuff, you're thinking that it's just Nick Frost making fun of ghost hunting.
Zach Baggins.
That he's making fun of Zach Baggins, making fun of, all that. And then and that's what you think you're going to be turned into. You're going to turn into Nick Frost trying to do ghost hunting. Once you turn into it, you realize that this is scripted. It's got a story to it. It's a real ghost in the story. It's well done, I think.
At no point did I think it was a documentary, but it's all right. It's definitely better than you would think.
Yeah, but if you watch
the tomato meter reflects that.
Yeah, if you watch the trailers, you think that's going to be like reality TV, but it's not.
No,
well, here's a critic consensus. So it may not be as laugh out loud funny as Nick Frost and Simon Pegg's previous collaborations, but Truth Seekers is genuinely eerie, balancing out its silly sensibilities with creeping terror and a scary, talented cast.
Yeah, there's some genuinely creepy moments, and the critics have it at 79%, and
that's terrifying.
Audience has it at 88%. I definitely think it's a watch. It's not a skip.
Yeah,
for sure.
This one is definitely a watch.
Is it strange though?
Is it strange?
Like
One Strange Rock.
Oh my God!
So if you're watching Mandalorian, you're following us watching Mandalorian, it means you have Disney Plus. And if you have Disney Plus, it means you also have access to other channels included with Disney Plus, like National Geographic. One Strange Rock is on Nat Geo. One Strange Rock is actually 2018, but because it's on Nat Geo now, I caught it and I watched it, and I have to say I enjoyed the ever-living hell out of this series.
Ooh. Doesn't Will Smith narrate this?
Will Smith narrates this. He does a very good job of leading it along. It's 10 astronauts are telling the story and presenting the information. They go to some amazing places around this entire globe. They get some amazing footage. It's incredible stuff. And what you don't realize is how tied together this entire planet is. Things like dust dust from the desert then helps trees in the Amazon grow across the ocean, and you don't realize stuff like that.
Scott, so this show is called One Strange Rock, but they visit multiple places. That seems deceptive.
Multiple places on this one strange rock that is planet Earth.
Planet Earth.
The Earth is not a rock; it's a planet.
And it's also round. Did you know that?
It's round. It's made from a rock.
Well, no, it's pretty flat to me.
The one thing that you have to realize, and after you're watching this, it really does open your mind up, makes you realize stuff. And one takeaway that I got from this, that it's just a reminder that we're not American or Mexican or Chinese or Russian or Thai or anything else. We're all Earthlings, and this whole damn thing is tied together. And it's one of those things where I watch a lot of shows where I just watch for background noise because I'm working, I'm doing something else. This is one of those shows that you find yourself really watching it and paying attention to it. So if you're looking for background noise, this is not one of those shows. You're going to get it. You're going to get into it. You're going to enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah, we're not, separate as far as like Mexicans and Chinese. We're all one under you,
what did
Scott.
You just say?
We are communists. Right?
We're communists.
Yes, Scott says
we're
all
one.
Potatoes. We're all commies, right, Scott?
What's great is it does go to the guys in the space station. This right here, what you're looking at, is live footage from the space station that is currently orbiting our planet.
Does that Earth look flat enough for you? Noob?
That's super flat.
It's so flat.
It goes to these guys and it gives you a new perspective on this planet and help you realize, you know what, guys, we're all in this together. It's a very impressive and very informative show that I think everyone will enjoy.
It's flat with a slight curve.
It sounds like fun.
Like Scott's stomach.
Yes.
So the critic consensus, One Strange Rock contains enough visually sumptuous imagery to remind viewers that Earth's cosmic uniqueness although this Will Smith narrated series falls a stone's throw short of being a definitive account of the Blue Planet.
Oh, they're saying that Blue Planet is better
That's a lot of words.
by BBC.
But Blue
That is a lot of
Planet
words.
was an incredible series. This one also was very well done.
They're
lot.
just saying Blue Planet's better.
Well, Blue Planet is visually better, but this one is right behind it. Visually stunning. They did a lot of great work with this. A lot of beautiful imagery. It's you know what? You're gonna see this. This is a show that you're going to give you backgrounds for your computer. It's very beautifully done.
People seem to like it because average tomato meter 83%, audience score is even higher at 93%.
Absolutely. All the astronauts that they interview, they're all interesting characters. And they're very well
all
spoken.
astronauts.
They're very well spoken. They keep the story going, and Will Smith does a great job narrating it and moving the story along, and just keeping this thing interesting.
Also, Doc, yes, we will need to review the Christmas Chronicle 2 if that's a
We
real
did
thing.
review Murder Elves last year, so we will review Murder Elves this year as well.
Is Christmas Chronicle 2 a thing?
Don't you? Yeah.
Is it
And
really?
it's Goldie Hawn's going to be in it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's gonna
they
be
were
awesome.
together on
They're married.
what's the boat thing?
They're married.
What's the boat movie? Overboard.
Castaway?
Overboard. That's Tom Hanks.
That's
he likes
Tom Hanks.
children that are too
But
young.
yes, we will be reviewing Christmas Chronicles too because there were murder elves in it. We enjoyed the first one.
And Holiday that stars Emma Roberts.
Are you going to watch the other one with the
s-
girl who's playing the three-way?
Oh, Vanessa Hudgens. She cute.
Vanessa Hug and
I'll
Kiss?
watch all the holiday movies. I fucking love them. I wish I
You
had
could have a noob
somebody
exclusive.
to cuddle with, but my girlfriend has absconded to another state.
I thought
You do not have a girlfriend?
I thought you cuddle with Z because you two live together.
No.
I thought that was the case.
He lives in a doggy bed. Don't
Do you let?
touch. I will punch you right in the face. You have 5 seconds to get.
All right, I'll
Do you
go
really
to
want
4.
me to hit one,
I'll go to
two?
4.
I'm going to hit you
I'll
really
go to
hard.
4.
Do it.
One,
do
two-
it. Do it. Hit him. Yes. Beautifully
Fucker.
done.
See, you made me curse. Just like Alex, you made me curse. I warned you. I told you it would happen.
So
Next time, Daddy's going to get even rougher.
while Noob goes ahead.
Do not. I will hit you again.
I
Stop
pooped.
it.
I pooped.
I swear to God, I will hit you again.
We're
pooped.
getting thumbs up from the chat for that contest.
Do not touch me. I will hit you again. Do you really want to get hit? Daddy
I
will
touched-
abuse. Daddy's going to show you what love is by hitting you. How am I supposed to talk about my next subject?
The Liberator. You're going to
How am I
liberate me.
supposed to talk about?
You're going to liberate me.
How am I supposed
With
to
your
talk about
love.
my the evil things that happen to my heritage in any serious voice whatsoever? You were. I can't.
Make you
Unbelievable.
defecate.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
The Liberator is a thing. I don't know
is
what
this the
it's...
last one?
This
Yeah,
is the
Because I
last
can't
one.
take any more than this.
Go ahead.
It is.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Bring us out strong with the Liberator.
Oh,
That man looks super gay.
you son of a.
You're an idiot.
Hit
Hit him again.
I swear to God, I'm going to punch you in the face next time. Oh my God.
Should I just grab your dick right now?
No, if you do, dude, do not challenge me.
Helpy.
So helpy, but not helpy. Anyway, this show has been kind of on the books since 2013. It was supposed to be an 8-episode History Channel movie type thing. Like they were going to put it together, but they found out that it cost too much money. It was about $10 million an episode. It's a storytelling about the Thunderbirds division in World War II that was led by I think he's ended up being a brigadier general, Felix Sparks. And it tells his story as they come up through Africa, they go up through Italy into Anzio, and eventually end up in Germany. And it
That
tells
young
the
man
story.
fills me with hope and some other emotions that are weird and deeply confusing.
And what's fascinating about this particular World War II group, the division, is that it was filled with a lot of people from the southwest of America. So there were Choctaw Indians, and there were Mexicans, and just a whole bunch of different groups of people put together to go through this. But what's really weird about it is they reduced it to 4 episodes, and then they rotoscoped it. because it was too expensive and they couldn't afford all the CGI. So rotoscoping means that you take live action and you draw over it. So it's like a cartoon, but it's not.
It does give it a very interesting look. Wasn't there a movie with Robert Downey Jr. many years ago that was
Tropic Thunder?
no
Chocolate
no
Thunder?
no. It was a drug movie. It was.
Green Mile.
Oh, I know what you're talking about with Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr.
Shh, dude, you can't just throw
They
that
were
on
in
me.
a movie together?
Yes,
Yeah, they were,
yes,
and it was
What?
rotoscoped.
It was the whole thing was rotoscoped. It was an absolute trip.
Type in rotoscope, rotoscope, and you'll see exactly what it is. There it is. A Scanner Darkly.
Yes.
And oh my God, there's so many famous people in that movie. Just look at the list of all the people in it. But rotoscoping is exactly what I said it was. It has Winona Ryder, Robert Downey Jr., Woody Harrelson, Keanu Reeves. And what they do is they film the movie, then animate behind it. So it looks very bizarre and it's very hard.
Sean Allen, Cliff Habley,
Yeah.
Winona Ryder, Mark Turner,
Woody Harrelson, like I said, Eliza Stevens.
Yeah,
No
that
one
was
really.
The whole movie. The whole movie had this like cartoon look to it, and this one's the same way. Then The Liberator.
So essentially what it does is it goes over the storied career of Felix Sparks, who eventually became a Supreme Court justice on the Court of Colorado. And the man is definitely, it's a great book. There was a book that it was based on. However, they definitely highly dramatized this, and there were some things that I had a little bit of an issue with as far as someone who's very much into World War II as a historical factualist around World War II. The one part that's really a little bit disturbing is that they are a group that ended up freeing Dachau concentration camp. And the way that they depicted it was much different from the description that you got in his book and his memoirs. And there's I guess the lead actor, Bradley James, plays Felix Sparks. And the tomato meter is not super friendly on this one. They like it, but they don't love it.
Yeah, the tomato meter is... Jesus. The tomato meter is 60%. The audience score is slightly higher at 69%.
Oh, man. Geez, seriously?
Yeah, read the critic consensus.
Yeah, the critic consensus, The Liberator's eccentric animation gives it some creative gloss, but cliched storytelling and stock characters keep this World War II tale from being wholly salute-worthy.
It's 4 episodes. It's interesting, but I don't really give it a lot of credit for historical accuracy. When they liberate Dachau, it's a pretty disturbing scene. And what they do is they show that the officers decide to shoot the unarmed German soldiers. But what happens in reality, according to his actual memoirs, is that when his soldiers and his troops approached the concentration camp, they were screaming and cursing and shouting for 30 minutes. And they were just randomly killing German guards that were unarmed. It was the only time that German guards were actually killed that were unarmed. And it took him 30 minutes to get his division under control. But in the show, it's like a much more concise and very specific incident. And it turns out that he goes on trial, and it's like this whole thing. I don't know, man. I don't like things that are not historically accurate. And this was like clearly dramatized for the sake of doing a 4-episode show. And it's a little disjointed. But it is an interesting depiction of the Battle at Anzio. And, you know, your normal World War II movie might show you like D-Day on in. And this came up through Italy. So it was definitely different. So,
And what's interesting,
I did enjoy the acting. I thought the acting was very good. The rotoscoping was a little disturbing, and it seemed a little weird. But I'm glad Netflix picked it up, and I'm glad they anything that shows and reminds people of what really happened in World War II, I think is important. So, as a depressing note, I wanted to point that out.
it's interesting.
You know what-
How many movies they actually use rotoscoping in? You look through live action, and a lot of it's just little pieces. Cool World, a lot of it. Bride of Frankenstein, Good, the Bad, and Ugly. Rocket Raccoon in Guardians was actually rotoscoping.
Oh, really? Oh,
It
yeah,
was-
that's right, because they filmed his brother.
Created by rotoscoping Oreo, a tame raccoon. Harry and the Hendersons used it. Juno used it. Lord of the Rings, Sin City. Of course, we know Sin City used it. Spaceballs. The short saber effects was through rotoscoping. Scooping. Speed Racer. The lightsabers in Star Wars trilogy. So it looks like the lightsaber was all done through rotoscoping. Tron, of course, we know that. And
I think the Mandalorian actually has rotoscoping because I think the dark saber
has to be rotoscoping then, because it seems like that's the best way for him to do it. So it's used a hell of a lot. But when you use it in something like this show or like Scanner Darkly, it really does screw with your head. It's a tough thing to watch.
There was another show on Amazon, and I forget what it was called, that was recently done with that had it was very recent. Obviously, I can't remember the name of it, but it just literally came out last year. So rotoscoping is an old-timey type thing, but it's not dead, for sure.
It still gets used in plenty of places.
Scott, do you know what doesn't use rotoscoping?
Oh my God.
Dragon Ball Z.
No, God! No!
It's been a couple episodes. Had to throw it in.
What do you mean? You did it? You never missed an episode.
I missed some episodes.
You got it in last
No,
episode.
because
Dragon Ball Z is so much better than Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Seriously?
So much better than Avatar. Like the best over Avatar: The Last Airbender. I would eat oranges while watching Dragon Ball Z.
Comes to a screeching halt.
What do you want?
I guess that just kills
all of my fists. Where do you want it? In your face.
Exactly.
all of my fists in your face.
All right, well, I got to piss.
So, if you like what you heard here this week, and I know you did, we had a lot this week, and we got through it somehow. I don't know how we did, but we did.
We knocked it out. We got you informed.
Out of the park, up and through. So, if you like what you heard this week, head on over to our Instagram and check us out at OrkU. There you'll be seeing images soon of Noob Noob's girlfriend and Bridget in a red costume with a tuna fish sandwich. It's going to be fun, people. It's going to get real weird. Head on over to Facebook.com/OurReviews-Will-Kill-You. And if you're not watching us already, there is a lot of visual fun, like Z punching Noob Noob. That was some visual fun. Check us out at YouTube.com/OurReviews-Will-Kill-You.
Knock you out.
Knock his ass out. Please.
Are you ready for this? I swear to God, if you touch me, I will hit
him
you
in
so
the face.
hard.
If you hit him in the face,
I'll hit you in the face.
Hit me in the face?
You're full screen.
Yeah.
Do it.
All
Do
right,
it.
let's see.
Do it. Punch him in the face.
Don't touch me.
Punch him in the face. Do it.
Do you really want me to hit you in the face? I swear to God, I will.
Do it.
Get the fuck out of here.
God, you're such
Fucking loser.
Such an asshole. And as always,
I warned you.
And the show is still free, so go check out our store. Look, we've discovered recently the store only takes PayPal, so
I'm
you
gonna
have to
knock
have
you
a
out next
PayPal
time.
account. But I'm working on that. I'm gonna fix that. But in the meantime, go check out our store. Support us that way. We do have some fun shirts and mouse pads and other paraphernalia for you to pick up. So go check that out. Check us out our store at ourreviewswillkillyou.com/store. And you can find all of this, our show, our links, our podcast, and everything else by going to ourreviewswillkillyou.com/links.
Absolutely, and we're gonna work on a better store. I think.
Yes.
Everybody's thanking me now for knocking out Noob Noob.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he at least took a 20-second dirt nap.
I think. Yeah,
Anyway.
next time we'll have to do it earlier on in the episode to just lay his ass out.
I think he's drunk. I think that's the problem here. So, I swear to God, I will hit you again. Get out of here, you fucking loser. You're such a weirdo. Oh my God. Anyway, we do appreciate everything that you guys do. We appreciate all of the listens. Maybe we'll have some fantastic news to hear about how many. Will you get away from me? What is your problem? My God. Anyway, I can't even finish, but thank you. Give us a like, give us a share. It's the only way we can grow this. It's the only way we can do more. And from all of us here at Our Reviews Will Kill You, and from all of us to you,
to all of you at home,
to your homes, we love y'all. And on to the next one.